Hello everyone, today we're going to be building a witchy cabin in the woods here in the island in Windenburg. I wanted this to be like really charming and sort of mysterious and whimsical and magical, but the thing is that I do not have Realm of Magic or the Vampires pack, so what I did was I used Paranormal and Get Together mostly, and I think it came out really decent. I think it does look the part of a witch's cabin in this area of Windenburg. I did end up going for a sort of two-door cabin style, but I tried to have a roof that added some more interest to it and made it look a bit crooked. I do add some other stuff that looks a bit like out of the ordinary in this space. But yeah, Get Together really came in very handy in here. Like, I think the floor tiles are from Get Together, the wallpapers are, the lighting is from there too, and as well as the windows, and the fence outside is from there too. And if you are enjoying this spooky and Halloween themed content that I have been and will continue to upload, please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be uploading a haunted house later and also some more Halloween themed builds later in the month. I wanted the kitchen to be very dark, and I didn't want it to be too small, even if this is a really small cabin. I think it's 63 tiles, so not super tiny, not the tiniest. It still has a few rooms inside. It's not just like a space with everything in it, just a bed next to the table. But I wanted to have the kitchen, a little dining area. It's really just a table and two chairs, a fireplace, and I think there's only just one couch in here. But I illuminated this mostly with just candles and chandeliers. Or not chandeliers, it's a that thing. And I remember that I had seen the Realm of Magic fireplace, which has like some crystals, I think. And it's a really large piece, the one that comes with that pack. But I decided that I wanted to do something similar, and so I added these crystals underneath this fireplace, and I think it looks really decent with the fire. The screenshots I took have the fireplace on, so you are going to be able to see how that looks. So I wanted this to have a bedroom that had no door, just a little archway with curtains. The curtains are from Paranormal, and I really like those curtains. They are really cute and they add some detail with the beads, and the Sims can just walk through them with no problem. So I added the bed from Cats and Dogs. I had this one that has sort of a dark, almost red color, a little nightstand, a dresser, and a clock. The clock is from Get Together and it is huge, but I sized it down and I think it looks decent. It also gave me the idea to add a clock in the kitchen, so I did that. And I also like the idea of the witch having a black cat, so I added a pet bowl in the little space next to the nightstand, and there's a hanging plant filling that space a little bit better next on top of it, really. And so since I made these little bump outs a little larger, I decided that I could have a little studio and a bathroom in this part of the house, and I decided to add a lot of candles in here. These are all from Eco Lifestyle and they are craftable. What I did to get all these candles was that I used the Plopsy app on the phone, and I kept buying them whenever they were available. So I basically just bought all the candles for a few days. I'm sure there's a more efficient way of doing this, but if you have the candles from the debug menu, you cannot light them because it says that your sim doesn't own them. So what I did was I actually bought them. So the little studio space has like this older whimsical furniture with the bookcase and the desk. And in the bathroom I wanted something that was a little bit simpler because it was looking slightly fancy in this house, and I didn't want it to look like something that you would find like at a village, like from a rich person's village. So in the bathroom what I did was I used a bathtub it's a craftable bathtub, and it is wooden and it's just really simple. And I do not love the toilet that I chose because it looks really modern. It's from Eco Lifestyle, but I did like that it wasn't tall and it wouldn't cover the window. I really didn't want it to like interfere with that. And I also added some more candles to the sink and the windowsill. It's a really small space in the windowsill, but it works. And I also added the little sort of building block piece from Parenthood. It's like a Lego. I like adding that because it looks like a bar of soap, because the soap that we have in the base game really doesn't fit the whole cabin in the woods vibe. So outside I added this fence from Get Together, and I added a few gates. I think at the moment I only have one. But I also added a ton of planters and a cow plant, because since I do not have the Realm of Magic pack, I do not have like the cauldron or the other stuff that comes with that. But there's a lot of outdoor space where you can add that if you have that pack. And if you would like to download this, it's as always up in the gallery. My ID is Veranio, and I will have the link to that down in the description of this video. I am trying to do that with all of my videos. And so what I wanted to do was to make it feel like the witch that lives here lives really sort of off the grid, and she has lots of plants that she takes care of, and maybe she makes potions with them. So I was going more for that vibe, and the cow plant also adds a fantasy touch. So I decided that the fence was looking too perfect, and so I made it a bit crooked and different. And considering that it is all just straight everywhere, you cannot really like make curves or add that much variance to these shapes. I think it came out really well. I also added a pond in here. I believe it is functional. I added the fishing sign, so you should be able to fish in there. But yeah, that's the outside done, I think. I just added a well that is also from Get Together, and I will add some trees later, but that is really it for that space. I went inside briefly to change a few swatches and add a pet bowl inside that basket that I have in the kitchen that is from Jungle Adventure. I'm not sure if the pets can actually eat at that bowl, but my sim was able to fill it with pet food, so it should probably work. I added some cat litters outside and put some grass on top of them. They were still functional. I did test that out and it worked. But yeah, just to finish this off, I added Patchy outside. I added a mailbox that fit the vibe a bit better. I also added a little bees box, I added some bees outside, and some those posts that cats can scratch. They look like trees, so I added some outside, and I think they blend in pretty well. And just as a finishing touch, I added some of the dyes that come with Eco Lifestyle. They look a bit like potions or chemical compounds and stuff. I have them here on top of the fridge next to some plants that look like they are being grown inside. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.